Preparing. Heaviest bike that's ever arrived. This is the only bike that's ever been dropped off to me where the delivery gentleman asked, because I've got slightly longer legs than his, if I could push it off the ramp. So the first experience I've had with this bike is pushing it off a steep ramp. And it's so heavy that I was pigeon stepping back and he was having to push the front. So it was a two-man job to get this bike off the trailer. Harley Davidson Ultra Limited, £30,400. That is 30, not 13. 87 horsepower, and would you like to know the weight of the original 1960s Fiat 500? 498 kilos. This is 416 kilos, fully fueled. 416. Anything over about 290 kilos is considered heavy. This is 416. I think, in essence, this is a street glide with everything thrown at it. It's got the full package. It's got the full wind protection. It's got all the luggage. It's got even an antenna, so I can be pretty much fully loaded. This is basically like having a car on two wheels. I've ridden it for about 10 meters, so I'm actually going to do with you, because there's so much to show, a little bit of a walk around. So this is how I look on it. I mean, I've just seen there are levers here that go left and right that can stop the wind from coming at my legs. So the temperature is going to be about freezing potentially tomorrow, and I'm riding up to the Motorcycle Live bike show in Birmingham. So I can't imagine a better motorbike for that, because I've got full protection. Even this will pretty much protect all of my body. This protects all of my legs. It may even have a heated seat or something like that. And importantly, because I'm going to need a few layers and I'm going to the bike show, I'm going to need a change of outfit. Look at this. It's got that gigantic built-in top box. Monica, if you ever come on it, is that the most comfortable looking seat you've ever seen? It's even got armrests here, 2 speakers either side. I mean, this is just phenomenal. 2 speakers here. If I could capture the look of Monica's face right now, the amazement, infotainment screen, and so much luggage that you could genuinely do 2-up travel anywhere you want in luxury. Let me see if I can open these. Hello, do you like it? Stunning, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
I tell you what, good luck to you. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, isn't it? Thank you. I'm so excited. It's taken on the first proper ride. Sorry, I had a 10-minute interruption. Our neighbour, Phil, came over and he could barely speak. He was so impressed by the looks of it. He could not get over how nice it was, and he said, look, I tell you, your wife is nice looking, but this is another level. And I nodded at him. We're both nodding, I agree with you. So, looks phenomenal, out of this world, but the storage, the practicality. Have you ever seen something like that? The size of it. It is genuinely like a boot with a little zip bag there. Antenna on the back, of course. I mean, this is all just beautiful leather. And then you've got the panniers either side. Sorry, this is the first time I've done this. Here we go. Panniers either side. Now, I jump on and into the cockpit. Turn this. Okay, so you've got a nice analog dash here. I really like the way they've kept that. Very, very simple. And then you've got the modern stuff here. Failure to pay attention while riding, yes. Right, okay, so I've got, it's got radio, you can hear it from the speakers. How would I work this? So Planet Rock on at the moment. If I press the home button, navigation there, then click on here for the music and you can see different things loaded. And I'm sure there's a way to scroll through there. Now, You know what? I'll have to spend probably about half an hour to actually figure out how to use this. You could watch me looking slightly dumbfounded for the next 20 minutes. It's a bit like learning how to drive a very advanced car. So I'll come back to you on that, but just let me read this out to you. This shows you how much stuff is going on in this or on this motorbike. This motorbike has anti-lock braking system, electronic linked braking, vehicle hold control, tyre pressure monitoring system, cornering enhanced anti-lock brake system, cornering enhanced electronic limited or linked braking, cornering enhanced traction control system, and cornering, drag, torque, slip control system. It's basically a car on two wheels. So what we're going to do is head off for a quick coffee. This will be my first ride on the bike. See what it's like. 87 horsepower, 416 kilos of neck snapping, both visually and I'm sure performance-wise. Americana at its absolute finest. I'm excited. You know what this bike does, more so than anything else? Yeah, some people say, Freddie, that is the most ridiculous looking thing I've seen. Who on earth would want a 400 kilo bike? You are completely loopy for even having it on the channel. Forget about that. Forget about common sense. You know, all this does for me, and like my neighbor Phil, we were just standing there looking at this phenomenon of engineering. That's all I care about, the childlike excitement, just looking at it and thinking, my God, that is ridiculous, but I love it so much. I'm so glad it exists. So here goes. I hope the traffic's not too bad for my first ride. You can feel the weight, I'm not going to lie to you, and I won't pretend that it hides it well, but at least the leg position is decently low. Oh, I'm not doing any lean angles here. That is a... Initial sound thoughts. Oh, and I've just seen here. I've got, look, this is going to take so long, but I've got something going on here. Do you know what? Forget about that for now. Please, no. Oh my. Let's see how much you cut of this out, Monica. Okay, I would turn off the volume if I understood how. Let's do that. Okay, there, volume off, so I'm not draining battery. Okay, so much of the time when this stuff happens, it's just me being stupid. Yeah. So all I need to do is just think, jump on the bike, level-headed, and calm down. Think. Turn that music off if I knew how. Yeah. Okay. Turn that off. Is there a battery? Battery voltage there. Okay, battery is, sorry, I didn't say it, it's right there. It's 11. Is 11 enough? That's the question. God, I've got a funny feeling it may not be. You know, the problem also is, if I can't get this started, this is a dangerous area of London to be leaving this bike. I'm going up to the NEC Birmingham tomorrow. It'll be safe there. This will not be safe for any more than one night here. And this bike is so massive that it won't fit in the bike lockup. No chance. No chance. It would take up the whole thing. Very good. I've got the bike, which is amazing, but I think the battery may be dead.
No, what happened?
So it came off the back of the van, and I tried starting it, and I could tell it sounded weak, but I started it, rode it for 10 meters over to the parking spot, and now I've just been trying to start it, and it won't start.
Alrighty, because what I'm going to do is I like to have a backup. I'm
Thank
just
you.
going to check and see what else we've got. Okay.
Brilliant. We know they're lovely, as everyone at Harley Davidson is. They always try and, well, they always help out with the best possible attitude. So I need to send them a pic of this, see what they can do. It sounds like if I can't get this started, if I don't have the right charger, they may even last minute be able to get me another press fleet bike over. I really hope I can start it though. So I'll run upstairs and see what I've got. Spoke to Harley again. So, because it's a lithium battery, we can't risk using a certain type of charging booster on this until they know exactly what can be used. And I've checked my charge packs and they don't correlate with this. So, Harley Davidson are going to speak to the supplier and see if they can get me another Harley Davidson. I mean, this would be the most last minute service possible, so actually replace this bike with another bike so I can ride up to NCN tomorrow. Yeah, which is a shame for me because I was incredibly excited by this. I'm going to check one more thing. Will this fit in the lockup? I'd feel much more comfortable my Bonneville being outside than this. 106 by, let's just say 240 roughly, 106 times 240. I'll run over and see if we can squeeze this in the lockup. Either way though, I've got a feeling that this won't be ridden. Such a shame for me. Okay, I'll come back with my findings on storage space. Wow. God, can that be true? That is 106. And the Bonneville is 91. God, that is going to be insanely tight. And then 240, the Bonneville only just fits for some relativity. And the Bonneville is 195 maybe. 195, 240, it's half a meter longer-ish. Apologies for my calculations if they are wrong, but that extra length, even if I'm wrong by 10 centimeters, will not fit. There's zero chance that will fit in here. Yeah, so we're gonna give it a go, pushing it into the locker. I don't think there's any chance, but just to ease Monica's concerns that actually we're missing an opportunity to make sure it's safe, but I know it's too big. It's like doing it with the Bonneville, do you remember? Isn't it?
Sometimes I feel that you are from another planet. The way you attract is more disasters like a magnet. And I don't know if you are from outer space, but I can tell you, girl, I'm enjoying the race. Because I knew when we hit and crashed, my crazy love circus was here at last. This is a romantic in a very funny way. I know our kind of love is the one made to stay, 'cause it's a different kind of love from any other old school dating is a bore. We are explorers, it's a different kind of love, and everyone is looking like we're crazy people just escaping from alone. The way that you talk, the way that you move, you make fun of me while I make fun of you. But we always fit, precise as a glove. I really enjoy a different kind of love.
It may fit here, but the angle to get it in. Okay, I'll reverse it in. I feel like I'm reversing a lorry. This is a slightly ridiculous feeling. Okay, Monica, I need you to lift the back of the bike, pivot it over into the corner, because otherwise I don't think we've got the angles. So I'll get it into a good position and you just lift the back wheel. 1 sec. What you didn't see there was a 20-minute desperate struggle. Couldn't get it in without blocking the entire door. And then we couldn't get it out of the lockup. So we're gonna have to leave it, squeeze it behind the Jeep and put 2 of the light locks on, which are meant to be pretty much tamper-proof. Oh, that was unpleasant. The Bonneville now. Oh, it feels so easy. Just maneuvering and manhandling. Now I've got the strength of Schwarzenegger, I can just push it in the corner. Should we go for lunch? Light lock. Light lock. Unbreakable, unangle grindable. Surely even here, the bike will be fine just for a little bit. Now we just carry on with our days and hope that Harley Davidson, who are always very good at this type of stuff, maybe pick it up, maybe bring another bike. Either way, I'll go to NEC tomorrow, but yeah, I'll be at the Harley Davidson stand. I would love to do it on a Harley. Following morning, I've pushed out the Ultra Limited from behind the Jeep, but of course dead battery that I tried one more time. The problem is, you can see I'm out of breath just pushing it on a flat. We need to figure out how to get it up this ramp. I don't think there's any way that's possible, so we need to try and think of another solution, maybe push it into a car park on the top floor with a ramp and see if we can get it on. But 416 kilos on that ramp with that incline, which I don't think is possible.
Take 2.
You stole my line. Next morning, so I filmed a quick update outside. This is a serious situation. Delivery driver's outside calling his team, trying to figure out how am I going to get it on the ramp without a jump start cable, because there you see the panic setting in, because this bike is just too heavy to get up a ramp that steep, trust me, from the past day of trying. But look what's arrived in its place. The battery does start, or does work on this Harley Davidson Road Glide, 1.9 litre engine, 107 horsepower. You'll have seen on the little clips I did in the news, it's perfect timing because there's been a snowstorm around the UK. Ice, snow everywhere. It's going to be about freezing, but there's too much excitement, and I love an adventure so much I have to ride this up to Birmingham.
I think it's a bit silly.
It may be slightly stupid, but there's nothing I like more than a little bit of a challenge. This is a lightweight. I think this is about 368 kilos. And I know it's weird because it's still colossally heavy, but it does feel so much more manageable than the other one. Look at what I've got for a long trip. Come into the cockpit.
I love the colour.
Yeah, Monica, what do you think?
I love it. It's a beautiful colour.
It's a stunning looking bike with this screen, and also it's really nice to see all of the chrome as well. It's a bike that I didn't know I was going to be getting, and I'm delighted with it. So, infotainment system with this massive screen. Huge screen.
Will you be playing music?
Yeah, because it's got 2 speakers there, none at the back. It's got little vents here that you can change the airflow, so I will have everything closed. so I get as little wind as possible. Look at these little deflectors to keep the wind away from your legs. Little storage compartments here. And these mini 8 bars. It's a really, really nice riding position. And if we get lucky enough to have time later in the week, Monica.
But that's not as exciting as the other one.
Yeah, this is the shame, isn't it? The other one was probably the most comfy bike for pillion ever made. But just soak in the look of this in this British racing green. It's...
Does it have anything heated, like heated seat?
Do you know what? I was
grips?
just looking. I can't
You
see.
need it.
Yeah, I can't see anything indicating there are heated grips, heated seats, or anything. I think it's 27 or 28,000 pounds this bike. So that would be a lot of money to not at least have heated grips as standard. I'll let you know if I'm wrong with that when I actually get to walk through it later. But this will be an excellent touring machine. Monica has to go now. It's about 12 o'clock. I wanted to leave at about 10:30 because it gets dark so late, and then as it gets dark, the temperature drops even more. But I need to wait and see what happens here, so I will be impatiently waiting to find out what goes on. But really, ideally, I need to leave in half an hour, something to Birmingham. So let's see what he says. Monica?
Do you want to start it before I go? Just to
No, do you know
show
what?
the exhaust sound?
I kind of want to, but I don't want to do any unnecessary starts after what happened the last one. So what I'll do in the next video of me riding up to Birmingham, that I'll probably start in an hour, so I will show you how it sounds then. It's a stunner though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So we asked two of the very kind cleaners here in the block if they'd help out, and we initially got myself and one of the guys on the left side, and then the rider, the delivery driver, and the other on the right hand side. So two on either side pushing it up.
Yeah, I filmed it.
Did you film it?
Yeah.
Almost dropped it. And then the guys decided, okay, put the delivery driver on the bike and three of us pushing it. Took all of our strength to push it up, and the delivery driver, by the end, he was off the bike. He'd fallen off and he was straddling like that. So we're pushing the bike up with the delivery driver literally off the bike. And
Was he okay?
yeah, he was fine, but we were literally dancing and celebrating after. I cannot believe it's actually on there. So I'm going to run upstairs. I'll actually see you in about half an hour because I'm going to start the next video for the ride up to Birmingham now. Thanks all for watching. See you in the next one.